Current law already prohibits anyone under the age of 14 from tanning without a doctor's prescription. Now, legislators want to get rid of under 18 tanning completely. They call it a way to prevent cancer down the line. Although there are some safer options out there, dermatologists say it's best if these doors were closed on youths under 18 forever. So what's the alternative of using the free park and ride? Drivers use decks and pay lots like this one, where the price of one parking pass can range from $300 to upwards of $1,000. Here at Carolina Adoption Services, it's their job to match parents with children. Facebook. I'll have more in a study that says people will be using it less in 2013. So if Facebook is on the decrease in 2013, does that mean a decline in all of social media or just this particular outlet? Christy Scott just started coming to Jill's Beach Tanning Salon and says she does it for a reason.
I don't want to burn when I'm out in the sun all day, and if I get a good base tan here, then I don't have to worry about burning.
Scott typically comes in on her lunch break and tans for about 8 minutes. General Manager Bree Gaskell says timing is everything. She says the issue isn't exposure, it's overexposure, and they do what they can to prevent that.
We only move people up 1 minute at a time. We put them into a skin analysis. We do a matrix. And then we start them out at a low level.
And Gaskell says there are options for those who wish to avoid the tanning beds, like this spray tan machine. Although there are some safer options out there, dermatologists say it's best if these doors were closed on youths under 18 forever.
Particularly adolescent groups.
State Representative Jim Fulgham, who's also a retired physician, agrees. He sponsored the bill.
The data that we've seen over the last 10 years or so has made it obvious that there's continued risk.
Gaskell thinks legislators don't have all the facts.
I just feel like the legislators should have come to us to see what actually goes on in a tanning salon.
They've adjusted over the years, and again, they've known they've been under state control in large aspects of their business. And this is just another reasonable restriction. 18 and under, I don't think is unreasonable.
And for the mom of a daughter who may soon want to head to the tanning salon?
And I'd much rather get it here with a no burn policy than get it on a beach and get fried.
Carol Walker and her husband share this Durham home with their 2 kids. Hunter is 17, Brooks 14. Both were adopted from Russia.
We were not able to have kids. We went through in vitro, we went through several surgeries, all kinds of things that just wasn't happening. And we had sort of hit brick walls everywhere we turned.
When asked what she thought of Russian President Putin's decision to sign a law banning Russian adoptions to the U.S., Walker had this to say.
It just leaves a hole in your heart. And you can't help but think for these poor kids.
Walker isn't the only one angry. More than 25,000 people gathered in Moscow to protest what they believe to be nothing more than retaliation from the Russian government to that of the United States. Here at Carolina Adoption Services, it's their job to match parents with children. So when a law bans them from doing just that, it's hard on everybody. Tanya Gryaznow is the coordinator of the Eastern European Division and has been working Russian adoptions for the past 15 years.
It's definitely left an impact financially and emotionally. It's a program that we've had from the beginning of the agency. It has been a steadfast and reliable program, and at this time, basically, we're not able to move forward.
Although new adoptions are banned, the fate of adoptions already in the process when the law was passed is still unknown. 46 American families are stuck in limbo, just waiting to know if they can bring their child home.
Right now, there's just a feeling of sadness for the families who are not going to be able to complete their, adoption.
Walker says she's happy her wait was over a long time ago. And what have her children brought to her life?
Everything. Lots of fun, lots of excitement, lots of activities.
And lots of love. In Durham, I'm Sefe Emokpae. Aya Zurhi is playing soccer. Notice anything distinctive about her?
I always make sure that my whole body is covered. I will be always covered from the only parts of my body you'll see are my hands, my face, and my feet. That's it.
Women like Zurhi were the main topic discussed at Reorienting the Veil, a conference held at UNC this past weekend. Banu Golkarishkil and Todd Drake talked about different Muslim cultural issues, the balance between fashion and modesty.
When the veil is also a fashion object, it inevitably raises questions about beauty, aesthetics, and distinction.
The harmony between religion and understanding. Todd Drake calls himself a human rights artist and photographer.
The base level theme that I'm trying to get at through all my work is reminding us that we're all human. I think it's all of our inalienable right, every single one of us on the planet, to be considered fully human.
Following his belief, Drake embarked on a series of Muslim self-portraits. Muslim women would express themselves through photo and essay. Drake shared some of their stories.
There's a portrait in this exhibition of a woman from Greensboro. Helona is her first name. She was chased out of school by her peers. She would come to class and sit down. They would get up and move en masse. They would say nasty things behind her back.
Drake, Zurhi, and conference attendees all had the same goal: expand awareness about the covering of an Islamic woman. Zurhi had one message in particular.
If you think it's wrong or if you think it's weird and you don't understand it, go ask about it. If anybody approaches me about why I dress the way I dress or what I believe in, I'm more than happy to talk to you about it.
And that's exactly what the purpose of the conference was: provide answers for those very questions. In Chapel Hill, I'm Sefe Emokpae.